Again, spread your toes wide, root deeply into the mat, flex the legs, engage the core, bring your arms overhead, and go right into mountain pose. Draw the shoulder blades behind you. Inhale and exhale. Start connecting with your breath. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. And exhale, open up your palms, bend your knees and slightly, gently place your chest on your thighs. Keep your knees bent and drop your head. Inhale and exhale. One more breath and slowly raise your body halfway. Get a flat back here, halfway lift. Inhale and exhale. Plant your palms, spread those fingers really wide and get into a high plank here. Shift your weight forward. Rotate that biceps forward, gaze forward. Inhale and exhale. Bring your body down halfway. This is your first chaturanga. You can place your knee down as an option. Up dog and exhale, downward facing dog. Roll over your toes, hips high into the sky. Let's go ahead and pedal our dog right here. Bending one knee at a time. Tilt that tailbone up into the sky. Again, if you are not able to straighten your legs in downward dog to press that heel down, that's fine. Eventually we'll get there. Inhale and exhale, gaze forward and walk it all the way to the top. Meet your hands at the top and slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Inhale. Exhale, bring your arms up. Place the palms together. And bring it all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Place your hands on your shin. And create a flat back, gaze forward. And exhale, high to low plank. Shoot that leg back. Go into a high plank. Stacking heels over your toes as you bring your body down halfway. Inhale, up dog. Push the floor away. Open up your heart. Keep those hips low. And slowly roll over your toes and breathe. One more time. Inhale, gaze forward. And let's walk it all the way up for the last time. Last vinyasa here. Inhale. Halfway lift. And slowly rise. Forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, high to low plank. Shoot that leg forward. Don't rush this. Take your time as you bring your body down. Inhale, up dog. Open up your heart. And exhale, downward dog. And breathe. Let's roll to a high plank. And then let's bring your chest down to the mat slowly. Keep your hands next to your chest. I'm going to roll our shoulders away from our ears and go into cobra here. For cobra, it's similar to an up dog, but you're just inches off the ground and your elbows are still bent. Breathe here, inhale. And exhale. You're going to push yourself up into an up dog. Right here. It's like bend of the slightly bend the elbows. Straighten it out if you can. Engage your glutes here, and then going to bend the right leg, and we're going to drop that feet behind us. Open up the hip, going right into your flip dog. Push your hips up into the sky here. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. Bring the hips down. Place your hand back into plank. Rotate back and...
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you please repeat it?
That's my phone. I'm not talking to you. Bring your body up. Inhale. And exhale. Other side. Drop it behind you. Bring the hips up high. Bring the arms overhead and breathe. Inhale and exhale. Bring it down. Square out your body. Back into cobra. Inhale. And exhale. Bring it down. Kick up that right leg and reach. Lift the hips. Back bend here. Open it up. Rotation in the shoulders. And square it out. Last time. Inhale. Cobra. And exhale. Left side. Push and reach. And bring it back. And square it up. And breathe. Roll into cobra one more time. And push into child's pose. And breathe. And meet me in downward dog. Get your body back onto the mat. Creating an inverted V with your body here. Draw that belly button into the ribs. Breathe, inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Also be mindful of your shoulders. Try not to let the shoulders creep up into your ears. Draw them down. Inhale. And lift your right leg high. Keep your hips squared. As you bring your right leg to the back of the room, flex the ankles, point the toes down. Inhale. This is called a three-legged dog. Gaze forward and step between your hands. Push into the ground, create space as you step. Drop that back knee, relax it down. We're going to crescent, half crescent here. Inhale and exhale. Bring the left hand down and take the top arm, the right arm, and open up the palms away from you as you bring the hands to the back. Drop into that hip. Okay, we're going to open up that hip by rolling to the pinky edge of that foot. Kick in the back leg. Now here, if you need to grab the straps or a rope to bind and find that connection, do so. Go ahead and grab the strap. Otherwise, grab your foot with the thumbs facing up. Okay, grab the inside sole of your feet, the edge of the feet here. Once you get that bind, kick into it. Open up your heart. Inhale and exhale. And slowly release. Bring your hands back. Breathe here. And go ahead, press the back toe up. We're going to lizard pose here and hold. Keep your hands on the inside of your leg and the feet is on the outside, okay? Keep the hips low, chest forward, breathe. Inhale and exhale. We're going to shoot that leg back, okay? So push into the ground, go into a high plank. Push, high plank, downward dog. Reset, inhale. Exhale, left leg high. Exhale, step between the hands. Drop that back knee. Crescent lunge, bring your body up. Inhale. And exhale. You can relax that back toe if you want. And then bring that right hand down this time. Flip the left palm and bring it to the back. Send it to the back and kick in the right foot and grab your ankle here and breathe. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Kick into that palm to open up the shoulders. Open up your heart here and breathe. Inhale and exhale, release. Hands on the inside of the legs and then get to the toes of the back foot. Create space here into this deep lunge and rock into it and breathe. Inhale and exhale. Push it far away, high plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. All right, we're moving on, okay? Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, step into low lunge. Find your crescent lunge here, keeping the knee stacked over the ankles and the back ankle stacking over your toes. Rise to crescent, inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands to prayer. And you're going to shift that weight forward to the front leg as you find your balance. Drag that back foot. Keep a micro bend and hold here. Flex that ankle. Create a flat back and gaze forward and breathe. Find a focal point here. Inhale and exhale. Slowly bring that back knee in. Bend that knee as you bring your body up. And then we're going to kick this leg out. Left leg forward. Flex that ankle. We'll go down into a pistol squat here. Squeeze and tap the ankles. And back up. For 1, 2. Squeeze your thighs together. Squeeze the inner joint together. 3 and 4. Last one. And 5. Go ahead and bend that knee. Kick it all the way to the back. Find your balance again for warrior 3. Hold. Inhale. And exhale. Bring both feet together. Sink into chair. Sending your hips to the back. Squeeze your knees to the midline and breathe here. Inhale and exhale. We're going into eagle pose now. Right arm goes under. Left arm, find connection. Two of the elbows should be aligned. High five yourself here. Bring the elbows up to about shoulder height and pull the arms away from your face here. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Slowly shift all the weight to the left leg as you find a bind. Squeezing the knees together. Find alignment on the knees here. Bring it up and take a deep inhale. Gaze forward. Look at something that's not moving and focus on your breath. Inhale and exhale and slowly release. Arms overhead for chair. Good job. Inhale and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hop or walk back to your high plank. Chaturanga. If you opt to jump back, go right into a chaturanga, the halfway lift, okay? Should jump into a bented elbow, not a straight elbow, or you put too much pressure on that arm, okay? Inhale, your left leg high. Keep your hips squared, gaze forward, and step between your hands. Inhale, crescent lunge. Bring your body up. Hands to prayer. Again, shift the weight forward to that front leg. Drag that back foot. Find your balance before you lift. To warrior three, flex that ankle. Inhale. And exhale, bring that knee forward as you bring your body up. Kick that leg out. We're going into pistol. Go ahead and bend your standing leg. Bend that knee and tap the ankle and rise for 1. And 2. Breathe into it. 3. 4. Last 1 and 5. And step back into chair pose. Arms overhead. Sink your hips down, chest up. Inhale. And exhale. Eagle on the left. Bring that left elbow under. Right arm goes over. Find alignment with the elbows. And bring your elbows up to shoulder height. Pull the arms away from your face and breathe here. Inhale. And exhale. Sink a little lower in that chair. Shift all the weight to the right leg as you bring the left leg over to find that bind. Gaze forward and breathe. Sink a little lower. And breathe here. Feel that stretch on the top of your back here and your shoulders. Breathe. One more breath. And slowly release. Back to chair. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Jump or step back. Chaturanga. Up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe here. Moving on. Inhale, your right leg high. Want to step it forward again. This time, it's a warrior three, so the stance will be a little closer, okay? Warrior three is a hybrid of the crescent lunge with the knee going forward and a warrior two stance. So the warrior two, you have the back heel drop down at 45 degrees. The warrior two stance is a lot wider because your body is open to the side. With warrior two, it's a shorter stance, so you bring it up a little closer, closing in that stance, and square out the hip to the front. Okay, so it feels a little awkward because this leg is kind of at a diagonal. But square it out as much as you can, squeeze your inner groin, sink into that warrior one, and breathe. Inhale, and exhale. For 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to drop down into a pyramid. So straighten that front leg. Place your hands on both sides of that foot, okay? And right here, you want to pull that right thigh into your socket. So try not to be at a side here. You want to pull it in to square out the body. Lengthen your spine, gaze forward, inhale. Exhale, and drop your nose down. Place your heart onto your thighs if you can, and draw your nose to your shin. Take a deep inhale, and exhale. Inhale, rise. And go ahead and bend that front leg, drop that back knee. We're working into a half split, okay? So the back, we're in a deep lunge at this point here. What you want to do is just straighten that front leg, shifting the hip to the back. Okay, don't dump it, don't fall into it. You're just shifting. Keep your hands where it's at and lift the toes, the front leg. So your right leg, toes are lifted up, your nose is going towards your toe, and breathe here. Create a flat back, gaze forward and breathe. Inhale and exhale, shift. Drop that hip, bend the front leg, and breathe. Inhale and exhale, shift it back. Keep your hands where it's at. As you shift the hip back, flex the ankles, point the toes, and breathe. One more time. This time, we're going to bring that back foot, press the toes down, and walk it back a little deeper here. Okay, just a little bit. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and shift. Hold it here. This time, we're moving the front feet up. So go ahead and bring that feet up. Go ahead and shimmy it up a little bit more. Move it up and pull. Again, back foot goes back a little bit more. Here, at this point, you can use a block or something to hold on to, okay? We're going to work a little deeper into it. Let's go. One more time, okay? Inhale and exhale. Just forward. Up. Walk that other leg back. Breathe into this. Try not to resist. And eventually, you will make it down, but, it'll take time. If you practice this often, you'll get down in a couple weeks. And if you don't do it often enough, or depending on your flexibility, it could be a couple months. Okay, inhale and exhale. Bend the knees, tabletop, and downward dog. Other side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step forward. Get into that lunge. Again, warrior one, bring in that stance, 45 degrees. Keep your hips square, gaze forward, bring your arms up, and breathe. Engage that core. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Straighten that front leg, going into pyramid pose. Hands next to your front feet. Flat back, gaze forward, and draw your nose down to your chin. Inhale and exhale. Bend that knee, drop that back leg. Get deep into this lunge here, okay? Gaze forward, keep the hips squared. Inhale and exhale. Shift. Breathe into it. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Shift your hip back. Exhale. Move and drop and exhale. Slowly walk that back leg back. Inhale and exhale. Shift. Draw your nose forward. Hand stays where it's at. And let's shimmy that front leg forward a little bit and hold here. If you can only come to here, then stay here and breathe all the way. Otherwise, just keep shifting. Walk that back leg. And breathe. And back to tabletop. Inhale and exhale. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Inhale, your right leg high. Exhale, step. Rise to crescent, bring your body up. You're going to open up to warrior two this time, dropping that back foot 45 degrees as you open. Inhale. And exhale, and straighten up the front leg. And then when go, TikTok your hands 6 and 12 for triangle pose. And gaze up and breathe. Inhale. Exhale, slowly rise to a T. We're going to parallel our feet to the left side of the room here. Keep your hands wide. I'm going to turn around so you're not facing my back. Okay. So you guys should be in a T. Your feet is a slight pigeon toe, so bring the toes in a little bit. That helps to help find your balance here. Inhale, interlace the hands behind you, draw the fists down your back and open up. Inhale and exhale, drop your head forward, forward fold. Breathe. Slowly rise, bend your knees, and go into a horse stance here, okay? We're gonna rock from side to side. It's a deep squat. Inhale and exhale. Shift all the weight to the right side. Straighten that left leg. Flex the toes. Bring it up towards your face here. Grab your right ankle with your left hand right here as you sink and sit your hips down. Bring the left shoulder to the inside of your left leg as much as you can here. Just drop that shoulder down on the inside. Then bring the right arm overhead and reach. If you can't grab your toes yet, that's fine. Just reach. You want a full side body stretch here. Breathe here, inhale. And exhale, slowly bring your body back up. I'm going to shift the weight forward to get your body up, okay? So shift forward and rock to the other side. Sink. Grab your ankle with the right hand. Drop the right shoulders down and reach. Try to keep this shoulder behind you. Try not to close in this way, okay? So the goal is to bring that shoulder back behind you so you can gaze up past the shoulders and breathe. And slowly rise. Shift that weight forward and shift to the other side. One more time. Grab and breathe. Slowly rise. Shift that weight. Grab and breathe. And slowly bring your body back to horse stance. We're going to walk our hands to the front. We were at the front of the mat here. You should be turning sideways now. You should be pointing forward here. Chest up. Take a deep inhale. And crescent lunge. And forward fold. High plank. And chaturanga down. Inhale up dog. Open up your heart. And exhale, downward facing dog and breathe. We have one more balance move. Let's go ahead and walk it all the way to the top. For chair pose. Big toes are touching as you rise. Bring your body up into chair. Inhale and exhale. Bring the arms back behind you as you shift that weight to your toes. Deep inhale. And exhale, release. For 1. Rise to drinking bird. High on those toes. Find counterbalance with your nose here. And 2. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. 3. Rise with the right leg up. We're gonna figure 4, the right leg, or also known as half lotus. Okay, we're gonna bring that leg up as high as you can to where your hip flexors are. Right here. Right hand wraps around and grab. So let me find that balance again. Inhale. Place it right on top. Wrap around if you can. Here. You can stay here and breathe. Open up the hips, draw the hip down, or bend and stay down here, okay? Option to stay up here. Breathe here. Go ahead and forward fold over this. Release your hands. Keep your feet where it's at, right in the hip flexors right there, and drop your head. Inhale. And exhale, release. Back into chair, overhead. It is hard to do on carpet, I'm gonna tell you that. Inhale, and exhale, rise. Cross this other leg over. Get it as high as you can, where the creases of your hips are, okay? The opposite arm goes around. You wanna wrap it around and use your peace sign fingers to grab. Okay, here. Let me try that again. Some days you got it, some days you don't. I'm gonna tell you that. And hold. Inhale and exhale. Slight bend of the knee. And slowly bring it down. Straighten the leg, forward fold. Drop it over. Bend the knees and slowly release. And forward fold for the last time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. 1, 2, and 3. Child's pose. Big toes to touch. Sink your heels down, heart towards the mat, and gently place your forehead on the mat and breathe.